Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, guess what? Shocker, talking about another book, and this one was a good one. Today, we're going to be talking about The Love Hypothesis. Blech. I'm so sorry. The Love Hypothesis. I just finished this last night. I read it in like a couple days. Very, very easy read. Very quick. I've heard a lot of people say that they finished this in a day, that they've read it just one and done, which I think is very possible. But I read this in like two days, 2.5 days. I really liked it. I'll just start off by saying that. I thought it was really good. And the Reylo in me, if you don't already know, this book was inspired by Reylo, Kylo Ren, and Rey in Star Wars, like the sequel trilogy. And I love Star Wars. And unpopular opinion, I do not give a fuck. Okay, I'm a hopeless romantic. I love the idea of Reylo. And, okay, this is a little off topic, but I really believe that the sequel trilogy really effed up with how that was supposed to play out. And to me, the last movie in the sequel trilogy does not exist. That movie was horrible, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about, Kylo and Rey. We're supposed to fucking balance the Force. But it did not happen, okay? Disney messed that up, but that's a little off topic. We are going to talk about the book that was inspired by Reylo. You can already tell from the cover. Look at this. Does that not look like Kylo Ren and Rey in lab coats? Like, this is literally Reylo fan art. And I love it, okay? And I believe that this book used to be on, like, AO3 or something, and then it was turned into a novel. A really great one, by the way. I'm not 100% sure if my information about that is correct, but I do believe that this used to be fan fiction. But do not let that stop you, and do not let that make you think that this is a bad quality book just because it's fan fiction. No, it's actually very, very well written and really great. But I will get into that in a little bit. So basically, if you have not heard about this book, if you have not read it and you're looking for a recommendation, I would just say right now I would recommend it. It's really cute. This book is about these two people in the front cover. So it stars the internal monologue. It's a third-person POV. The internal monologue that you get throughout the whole book, the POV it's in, is Olive. Olive, she is a 26-year-old grad student at Stanford University. Both of these people, smarty pants. Very, very, very smart, okay? She is a 26-year-old grad student at Stanford University in the biology department, and one of the professors, very, very well-known professor, well-known for being mean, unapproachable, brutal, horrible, just all around grumpy. Not a nice guy, is Adam Carlson. He is a professor at Stanford University, but he's known to be also very, very smart and one of the greatest minds of their generation. So she is a grad student and he is a professor. So they kind of have that like student-teacher dynamic, but even though they're in the same department, they're not actually, they don't actually cross paths within, like, he's never her advisor. Okay, so it's not really that big of a problem when they start to fake date. And this is where the story starts. So one day in the middle of the hall, Olive freaks out. She sees her best friend, her name is An. Her best friend is walking down the hall, and also walking down the hall is Adam. Olive freaks the F out and is like, oh my god, I'm like panicking. She says, and and Olive just goes up to Adam, doesn't really know who he is, just sees the first person that's in the hall, and she's just like, can I kiss you? And just kisses him so that An could see. And we're like, okay, why did she do this? And the banter is really cute, etc., etc. I'll get into it. And An sees Adam and Olive kissing one day, even though they're basically complete strangers. And then after the kiss, Olive explains to Adam, like, what the fuck? Why did you just do that? And Olive explains that her best friend in the whole world, has a thing for a guy that Olive used to date, but Olive has no feelings whatsoever for that guy. His name is Jeremy. But on being a really good friend, I hope I can explain this correctly, on being a really good friend, because of girl code and all of that, doesn't want to date Jeremy because of his past history with Olive. But Olive keeps trying to tell no, it's totally fine, you can date him. We went on like a couple dates. I have no feelings for Jeremy whatsoever. Please, you guys have chemistry. You guys should date. And so that kiss in the hallway with Adam was trying to tell like, please, like, just, I want what's best for you. Like, you should just move on. Like, I have moved on from Jeremy. You should just date him. Like, I really don't mind. And this kiss was basically Olive trying to convince that she's moved on. And this kind of spills into a whole thing where, like, Olive lies about dating Adam Carlson, this well-known professor, well-known for being a dick, and gossip goes throughout the whole biology department at Stanford, and then Adam and Olive start this fake dating relationship. And it's really cute. It is so cute. It's really well done. And that is basically the little premise that I'll give about the book. And now to go into my thoughts. I really liked the way that they balanced academia and romance in this novel. They talk a lot about the inner workings and the politics of what it's like to be in academia and what it's like to do research and get funding for research and science and all that stuff. It is actually very political in that way, or like, yeah, things like that. And I really like the way that they balanced that, because they felt very interconnected, which I really liked. It didn't feel like two separate things. It felt like part of one story. I don't know if I am off about this, but I will say first, I love the way that this book looks. It's flimsy cover, first of all. Love that. I love that the cover is matte. I just love everything about this. I love the color, the cover, the like texture of the book. And I think, and anyone can correct me if I'm wrong, the font of this is Times New Roman. I just think that is such a cute and good detail, because if we're talking academia, we're talking Times New Roman, okay? That is the font of our entire lives. And I don't know if maybe it isn't Times, but I'm pretty sure it's Times New Roman. I freaking love that little detail that they chose that font. Like, it just is like such a cute detail. This book is a grumpy sunshine. It's fake dating. There is a one-bed trope-ish, kind of one-bed trope, more like one-room trope. It's I hate everybody but you. And yeah, they just use a lot of the well-known tropes that romantic comedies use. And you know what I will say about this book? The banter is really cute, really nerdy flirting. Like, super scientific nerd flirting, and it was so adorable. I loved it. This book is very self-aware, very self-referential. They talk about it so many times. Like, oh, wow, have you never seen a romantic comedy before? Like, there's only going to be one bed. Like, they're going to go to this conference. It's, like, a part of the book. And Olive is like, and Adam says, you know, you can room with me. There's going to be two beds. And she's like, no, there isn't. He said, I can show you the confirmation. It says there's two doubles in the room. Like, you don't have to worry. She said, no. Even if it says that it's going to be two beds, it's only going to end up one. Have you never read a romantic comedy, and yeah, it's just like very self-referential. And I kind of liked it like that. Also, I gave this book like 4.75 to 5 stars just for the mere fact that they quoted The Office. Okay, just for that, this book was bumped up. Because they say, Adam says, "Oh, how the turntables." I was like, "Sir, you did not just quote The Office. You did not just do that." And there's a lot of tiny, slang that is used in modern day. I kind of liked it. It gave the characters personality, even though they are like super smarty pants people. Adam Carlson is a book boyfriend now. He is in my little filing folder for cute book boyfriends. He is super, super adorable and cute and just wants everything that Olive wants. Like, it just wants to make her happy, and it's so nice. I love that the conflict in this is pretty on the nose, but I like that they use that the conflict kind of feels like it's building throughout the whole book. It doesn't feel like it comes out of nowhere. Like, I was talking in my video about Chloe Brown. The conflict felt like, I was like, whoa, like, what just happened? This feels like it's out of nowhere. But this one, throughout the book, they kind of give you little hints here and there to like this bigger conflict that's brewing. And then the shoe drops and you're like, oh, no way that just happened to her. And if you've read the book, you know what I'm talking about. You're like, T names, I realize. Anyone with the T name, I talked about in my last video. The Trevors, the Treys. Now it's I don't want to say it. I don't want to say his name. But the T names, horrible people. Okay? We don't trust T names in books anymore. It's like how we dating J names is like a red flag. I don't know where that came from, but that's what we have as a society concluded. T names in books are a no-go, okay? They're evil. Yeah. So what happens to her, I like how it kind of builds up to this like final thing. The thing that I was kind of annoyed at first is how they're really playing music. I don't know if you can hear it, but is that for Olive, she kind of just a lot of the conflict that's within her and her like internal monologues is that she keeps lying and creating more lies on top of the lies. And I'm like, why can't characters in books just be honest with each other? Like, the whole reason why a conflict even exists is because they lie to themselves and they lie to other people, and she's just so oblivious to his feelings. Like, the whole book, it's obvious that he's into her, and other people say it all the time, but she's just like, no, that can't be true, and she just lies about it. And I hate when books do that. I'm just like, ugh, this conflict again, not this again, not the lying and holding back your feelings. And I would consider that miscommunication by omission. Not again. But the way that this book explains it away was so scientific and so cute. I was like, fine. We'll accept it this time. We will accept it, because they talk about like type 1 error and type 2 error when doing like hypotheses, and like as scientists, even though things are right in front of your face, you still are scared of the results because you don't want confirmation bias, etc. I was like, okay, Miss Scientist trying to explain away why she's lying all the time. I thought it was cute. I thought this had a lot of character. The book in general had a lot of character. The banter was really cute, and these characters are so lovable, so insanely lovable, so smart. Literally, like, Stanford University. Also, Harvard University is mentioned. And yeah, Grumpy Sunshine. I love it. I love everything about it. I gave it a 4.75 to 5 stars. It did feel pretty predictable. That's why I feel like it wasn't, quote unquote, the perfect 5-star read to me. It felt pretty predictable. But either way, I thoroughly enjoyed reading it. I liked the way it was written, very on the nose, and I would recommend reading it as well. It's such an easy read. If you are having a bad day, this book will make your day. Pick it up, you know? Adam, book boyfriend. A lot of people love this book too. It's been talked about throughout all types of social medias, Instagram, TikTok. A lot of people have been talking about this. It's a pretty new release, and it was sold out at Barnes & Noble for a little bit. So, and it was also book of the month for like the subscription. It was like a big popular seller there. I really liked it, and I would recommend you read it. So that is it for this video today. If you have read it, please let me know your thoughts. I thought it was really cute. I may reread it in the future. It is going to be part of my rom-com section. It fits really well in there. I love the reylo. If you are a reylo, you will love this. I love how how much parallels there are to reylo. For example, Olive, she has her mom has passed away and she doesn't really have friends. Okay, Miss Ray, her whole like I've been alone my whole life vibes. Also Adam, he wears black. He's a black toothbrush. His favorite color is black. This man's is like, ah! Oh my god, you scared me!
Hey,
Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna end this video right here.